Hey guys, I'm Jason. I'm a guest host for ComSpark. Today we're in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm joined here by Mike Fulton from Nationwide. Mike, thank you for joining.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
Mike, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what's going on in Nationwide?
So I head up the technology innovation team at Nationwide. Our job is to look at new and emerging technologies, identify the new what's possibles, and then help to bring those to life with customer use cases. So in addition to that, I also work on technology strategy for the company, and I do a lot of work within the industry with different consortiums and industry standards bodies.
Amazing. So we're at ComSpark today, as I mentioned, in Columbus. What brings you here? What are you talking about?
So I was talking today about do you need a distributed ledger? Nationwide's journey to the blockchain. But what brought me to ComSpark actually, I'm a longtime ComSpark enthusiast. I first came across ComSpark down in Cincinnati and was just really excited and inspired by the energy and the content at the conference down in Cincinnati. And so when Steve and the ComSpark team brought the program here to Columbus, I knew I had to be a part of it.
Amazing. So how long you been in Nationwide for?
I'm coming up on the end of year 3.
All right, congratulations. Yeah. So what do you love about it?
Nationwide is a great place to work. I really enjoy my job. I think I talk to people and tell them all the time, I think I may have one of the coolest jobs on the planet. That opportunity to look at all the new and emerging technologies and really see what's going on across the industry. So that's great. But Nationwide is also a really great place to work. It's a company that really cares about its customer, really cares about its people, its employees, and really it's the first time I've worked at a company that didn't just say work-life balance, but you really just lived work-life balance. So I really have enjoyed that since I've been here.
Amazing. So some tough questions now.
Okay.
All right. So in terms of your IT organization, tell me a little bit about sort of how the IT organization is responding to the pace of change right now. I mean, we're living in a time where every day is something new and it's hard to predict what's going to happen from day to day. So how is your organization keeping pace?
That's a great question. I would say for us, the pace of change is really something we live and breathe every single day. And that forces us to really work with new behaviors, to work under new processes, and really continue to reinvent ourselves as IT employees, learning new technologies all the time. From a new behavior perspective, we have to really think about our role at Nationwide differently. We have to be advisors to the business. We have to be thought leaders for the organization rather than just order takers. And so we have to be much more proactive and really help drive Nationwide forward as an organization that's a protection company enabled by technology rather than just as an insurance company or financial services company. So that's been a big thing from a behavior perspective. From a process perspective, we're doing a lot with the latest and greatest techniques, Agile, DevOps. We're doing a lot of self-service in the cloud. And so really, we got about a little over 5,000 Nationwide IT employees. And so really making sure that those employees have the processes and the skills to be able to be at their best every single day. And then from a new technology perspective, my job, I'm on the cutting edge of that with that role in technology innovation. But we're trying to adopt emerging technologies broadly across Nationwide much more aggressively because we believe that emerging technologies, when adopted correctly, can drive sustainable competitive advantage for an organization. And that's what we're trying to do.
Amazing. I'm going to build off of that last point a little bit. Presumably customer expectation on technology is growing in terms of access to data and access to services. How is your team helping customers find what they need, engage with the brand in a more significant way?
Yeah, that's a great question. What I would say is at Nationwide, we're very fortunate to work at a company where our leadership, both on the business side and on the IT side, several years ago had the foresight to really invest heavily in platform modernization. And so we're actually nearing the end of our major platform modernization work, which means that we have modern systems that we can integrate with leveraging APIs, that we can work on the edge and drive innovation and really transform that customer experience in ways that weren't possible before. And so that's what you see us doing now. You see us changing how we interact with customers digitally through new digital systems. You see us going where customers are rather than forcing customers to come with us, integrating into the existing ecosystems that they're a part of. A great example of that is a product we released fairly recently called Ford Insure. We partnered with Ford Motor Company to actually take insurance right in the car and right at the point of sale for the vehicle. So when you look at the panel inside your car, if you don't have insurance, which you're required to have insurance when you buy a car, if you don't have insurance, you can sign up for Ford Insure, powered by Nationwide, right there in your car or on your mobile app. And so that's a way that we're not forcing you to come to us, but instead going where the customer is.
So smart.
Transforming that experience.
So smart. That's amazing. One last question. So we're in 2019 right now, November.
Yep.
Heading into a new year. So what's on the? What are your predictions for next year? Opportunities, challenges, all of the above.
I think.
What does it look like?
I think 2020 is going to be a great year, and I think the key word for 2020 is going to be convergence. What do I mean by that? I think you have heard a lot over the last few years about IoT, about artificial intelligence, about blockchain, about even quantum computing or 5G or whatever. And I think what you're going to hear in 2020 is about the convergence of technologies. Somebody using a combination of multiple technologies to come together and create new and interesting solutions for our end customers. I think you're going to hear a lot about that. I think you'll also just start to see the real tip of it, but between the emergence of quantum computing, we had Google just announced quantum superiority, or quantum supremacy, a couple weeks ago. You're going to start to see the introduction of 5G. I think we're on a verge of abundant computing. And I think you'll start to see that a little bit in 2020, like 2021 and 2022. You'll see that escalate where compute is really almost infinite. Bandwidth is almost really infinite. And I think that's going to just enable the innovators of the world, the inventors of the world, to just do so many new and cool things that I just really am very, very excited about it and very much looking forward to it.
Love it. Amazing, Mike. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a great event.
Thanks.
That's it from ComSpark. To learn more, please visit comspark.tech.